In today's video, we inform you about how Logan Paul lost over $600,000 with a few mouse clicks, the statement of Kyle Forgeard from the Nelk Boys regarding the heavy accusations of Bob Menery, Jake Paul's reaction to the gigantic lawsuit against him, and the last thing Dan Bilzerian wants to cross off his bucket list. Logan Paul is extremely successful at the moment, and accordingly earns a lot of money. This is not just a coincidence. Logan Paul knows how to attract attention and how to make money with it. Furthermore, he has proven in the past that he also has a pretty good intuition when it comes to investments. For example, he invested early on in Pokémon cards, which exploded in value a short time later. But even someone like Logan Paul can't always be right. Recently, it became known that Logan lost an extremely large amount of money on his NFT investments. For example, he bought an NFT called Azuki Bumblebee in 2021. In the meantime, the NFT had an insane value of $623,000. During the last months, the value of the NFT dropped to an incredible $10. However, maybe it's a bit of karma for Logan Paul. Many people accuse the content creator of not always being completely honest with his audience regarding NFTs, which led to some people losing a lot of money. Recently, we informed you about the serious accusations that Bob Menery made against the Nelk Boys. In a video, Bob accused the Nelk Boys of cheating him and owing him a lot of money for his work on the podcast. The boss of the Nelk Boys, Kyle Forgeard, recently responded to the accusations. Kyle claims that he doesn't owe Bob a dime. Bob had been paid about $1.2 million for the 10 months of work on the podcast. Kyle says that Bob suddenly wanted a new contract and stopped showing up at shoots, which is why the Nelk Boys had parted ways with him. Bob recently also tried to involve the boss of the UFC, Dana White, in the dispute. The latter then spoke up, insulted Bob, and ordered him not to mention his name anymore. A dispute has also been raging between Jake Paul and boxing promoter Eddie Hearn for the last weeks. Eddie Hearn sued Jake Paul for $100 million for claiming that Hearn bribed a referee to influence the outcome of a fight. Jake Paul is not at all impressed with the lawsuit. He recently said that he would get sued all the time for some stupid things. He doesn't care about the lawsuit at all and said that he always wins these legal cases anyways. Hopefully, he's not overestimating himself there. Many people dream of a lifestyle like the one of Dan Bilzerian. Dan seems to have a lot of money and enjoys life to the fullest. Still, there's one thing he wants to cross off his bucket list in the future. Recently, he appeared on Adam 22's podcast and talked about the one thing he still desperately wants to achieve. Dan Bilzerian wants to become a billionaire. Does he have a chance to achieve this goal? Supposedly, his company Ignite is now doing much better than it was a few years ago. We'll see how far he gets with his plans. That's it for today's video. If you liked it, share it with your friends.